Hello, beginning swing dancers. I'm here with Shailey today.
Hello.
This is class number 4 of our session, so if you've missed anything up to this point, go back, watch that. We're gonna be adding on to something we started last week with that leader spin, and then we have another crazy move to introduce you to. All right, let's do it. So this one is gonna start with a leader spinning through where we get into this handshake position. So if you missed that from last week, go back, watch that. So to get there, we do side, side, back, step, and I'm gonna roll through into this handshake. From here, I'm gonna start spinning Shailey, and then I'm gonna insert the spin for myself as she passes by. That's gonna look like this. She goes under, I spin under as well, we end up in a round step. Super fancy. So let's break that down a little bit. I'm gonna start turning her to my right after we've both gone back. So I do her usual spin exit. She starts. Then I'm gonna sneak myself under this arm place hole that we've created, and then twirl all the way around in one step to meet up on the rock step. One thing to note here, leaders, is you may wanna spin the wrong direction. That's a very common thing as you're starting this move. I wanna think about following Shailey underneath my right arm. So I'm gonna lead her underneath it, and then I am gonna continue to push my face that same direction so that I roll through. It's gonna be really easy to go this way and then try to do this weird back leaning thing, but avoid that. Yeah, follow her underneath. So here she goes, and then I sneak under there as well. Yeah. Other things to note, I wanna stay nice and vertical through this spin. We're gonna go over the feet in 1 second, but avoid any leaning back or leaning over. Think nice and tall, think very vertical as you're doing that big twirl. Let's go over the feet for our leaders. So after we do our back step with our left foot, I'm gonna step around my follower, and then I have to achieve a complete turn in this next step as I bring my feet together and then go back with my left. From this same different angle, let's do that one more time. We go back, step, around, spin, back, step. Let's see that with both of us dancing. So Shailey's doing the followers part. We both go back, step, around, I'm spinning, back, step. One more time, we go back, step, around, spin, back, step. From that angle, it may have seemed like we were pretty far apart. When we're connected by our hands, we obviously won't be able to get that far apart, but for demonstration and practice's sake, go ahead, take your space. One more time through that whole thing. We do side, side, back, step, roll through, handshake, spin, spin, back, step, and there we are. Once we're here and we've completed this, I'm gonna give her one more spin to change our hands back. So say I've just landed, we've got back, step, we're gonna spin her through, change the hands back, and then back, step, so we can get back to it.
Hey, quick note for the followers, and this double turn, make sure that you stay as close as possible to your leader.
Right, Shailey wants to make sure she's facing me the whole time and really following my motion throughout that spin. One other thing for the leaders, as I'm spinning through, there will be a moment where I have to keep my hand behind me. As I mentioned earlier, we don't want to do a big lean back, but we do want to try and get our arm back that direction as she's going underneath. As I'm sneaking, I have to kind of let this hand go further towards her so that I don't pull her off of her spinning axis, so she can also stay upright. Let's do one other move here today. This is gonna be a long one, so make sure you take some time, learn each part separately. We're gonna show you the whole thing here though first. What's gonna happen, we'll be dancing along. We gotta start by getting to 2 hands in our swing basics. We go rock, step, I spin her next to me. We unwind, then I go underneath our arms, and there we are. So this one has a lot of fancy hand stuff going on. We'll show from this angle. We spin her next to me, we spin her out, then I slip through this hole, and there we go. We're gonna start with the arms with this one. Keep in mind each piece, we get 2 steps and a rock step, and we're just continuing to keep our feet moving. We're gonna show you that at the end, but let's start with our arms. We're gonna go like we're doing a cuddle, except I'm gonna have my right hand coming through to wrap her up instead of my left, which is what our cuddle usually looks like. After we've gone back, I have to make sure to get this started. I'm pulling her to my right side, and then my right arm's coming through to wrap up over her shoulder. We should land in this kind of side-by-side position. Shailey's left arm is on top, my right hand is resting on her shoulder. One more time. So after we've gone back step, we go back, step, pull, twist, and then we're going to take a back step in this position. From here, I'm going to nudge Shailey back out with my right arm and then unwrap her with my left. So I'm going to go nudge right and then unwrap with my left so that we end up in this big tangle in our center. Let's do all of that one more time. So we're going to go back, step, pull, wrap, back, step, twist, unwrap, and here we are in this tangle as we're about to step back. From here, I'm going to make a little shark fin with my right hand, thinking of just pushing that straight up so that we create some space here between our arms. From there, I'm going to walk through and kind of dive my head in there so that we end in this little wrap. From here, I'm going to let go of my left hand, unwind us, and we're ready to keep on dancing from that moment. New angle, we're going back, step, pull, wrap, back, step, twist, unwrap, back, step, and then shark fin through to let go. There we are. That last motion, just one more time. We just unwrapped so that we're in our tangle moment in the middle. From here, I'm pushing my right arm up, I'm walking underneath. I have a brief hug, I let go of my left hand to unwind us there at the end. Whole thing, full speed. We're going side, side, back, step, twist, unwrap, up, above, unwrap, overhead, shark, fin, release, and then we keep on dancing. And there you have it.
So for followers, make sure in that whole sequence that you keep your arms a little bit sturdy so that your leader doesn't fling you around in that whole sequence.
Same thing for leaders. We can think about having some balance between being super tough and yanking our followers around and having just a little bit of fluidity. Just like that spin we learned at the beginning of this video, we have a lot of different stuff going on, so we have to have some flexibility within our arms and our joints. That's all we have for you today. Make sure you join us next session. We're going to be doing some other cool stuff. We're going to be focusing on some different swing ideas. So join us again and make sure to subscribe to our channel to see our next videos.
And make sure you like, comment, and hit that bell button below to get notifications every time we post.